finally depressed and resigned and hopeless. But most of all, for Shade, there was the awe-inspiring, overwhelming presence of the dome itself. It was a mystery so profound that no human had yet come close to understanding it, not even her mother. Finally, after many months, a decision had been reached in secret to explode a small nuclear device. That was the official term. Normal people called it a bomb. At the desert-fronting eastern edge of the dome. It was the very first thing to have any impact whatsoever on the dome. And the effect it had was, well, the greatest show the world had ever seen, because suddenly the dome had gone transparent. When the dome first appeared and ejected everyone 15 and over, it was speculated that all those under that age were still inside the dome, but no one knew for sure. Many thought the dome might be a solid, a massive ball, like the world's biggest ball bearing, just sitting there. But most believed that approximately 332 children, aged 14 down to newborn, were trapped inside. Oh, the theories. The theory Shade Darby liked best was that they were all inside, all those children. She wanted to believe that some benign power had taken care of them. Shade, like most people, hoped that they were all somehow okay. Then, the dome had become transparent, and the world seemed to freeze in place as every television and news website on Earth stared through cameras mounted on TV trucks, drones, helicopters, and satellites, not to mention millions of individual smartphones, at what lay revealed. The children definitely were inside. They were not okay. They were not at all okay. They were filthy, starved, scarred in body and mind, armed with everything from spiked baseball bats, lead pipes, and kitchen knives to homemade flamethrowers, shotguns, and automatic weapons. And there were far fewer than 332 still alive. They stared out through the dome, those wild children, and the world had stared back. A savage descent of man dystopian madness, and, of course, an instantly trending Twitter and Instagram meme. #Dome, #Perdido Beach, #LOTF, #BubbleKids. And then, when those inside had managed to communicate through scribbled notes held up for the cameras, the world learned what those on the inside called it, and a new hashtag was born. #FAYZ. The mordant acronym FAYZ. Fallout Alley Youth Zone. But the dome was not the only warping of reality, for it soon became clear that some of those inside, not all, but some, had acquired fantastic powers, supernatural powers, comic book powers, powers they did not always use for good. Shade had been there every day since the dome had gone transparent, watching rapt and often appalled. Her mother had standing orders for Shade to stay away from the dome, but Shade was the daughter of 2 scientists, and curiosity ran very deep in her genetic makeup. So each day, as soon as she was sure her mother was occupied, Shade would wrap her 2 noticeable auburn hair into a bun and cover it with a cap, then sneak from the grim barracks down to the dome, joining the throng of families. It was the families who kept it all from being mere spectacle. The families would hold up signs. "Do you know Monica Cole? Is James Tipton safe? Please tell me if my son, my daughter, my sister, my grandchild is alive and safe. #Name the dead." Many of the parents and grandparents learned that the one they had been praying for had been dead for months. Dead from starvation, dead from animal attack, dead from suicide, dead from murder. A girl who called herself the Breeze, a skinny, puckish girl who could move at impossible speeds, wrote signs and held them up to be seen and photographed. "Sorry your son Hunter is dead. Sorry your daughter Carla died 8 months ago. Sorry, sorry, sorry." Life had not been peaceful inside with the media and the authorities, and even the President of the United States called the Perdido Beach anomaly. PBA. PBA lacked the bitterly dry humor of FAYZ, which solemn adults thought too glib. Anomaly